Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, I'm trying something new this morning. So, I'm Ros Boundy Psychic Medium bringing you the daily card spread. Now, this morning it's entirely different because what I'm doing is trying out something that I started yesterday, laid out the cards, and didn't get finished. I didn't end up going live like I was hoping to. I got distracted with a Twitch channel, etc. Sometimes, you go down rabbit holes, so I did. And it's left here from this morning. So I'm going to go across to the cards. Here we are, and you're going to be totally flummoxed by what you see. Here we have the cards. What we've got is a full layout of 45 cards on a particularly new set of, it's a background cloth, which you can see here. We've got, it's beautiful velvet cloth, and as I start to turn some of these over, I'm only going to turn over 3 cards. What you can see is the owl card in the middle, but because what I had to do was have the um, camera way up to get all of these cards in view, you can't see what our card says. So I'm going to pick it up and show it to you, I hope. Is that how it's going to show? Those who fly solo have the strongest wings. So that's the card that we have today as our wisdom. And I've got to reach really high up towards the camera, because it is so high to get above the what we've got here. I'll put the owl over the side. We know that it's there with us, so that's fine. And here we have the 45 cards. Now, the way that I was going to do it, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet even. And good morning to you, Corinna. How are you? Yes, they are new ones. Here we are, all new ones. I've had the set for probably a month or two, but not really put my mind to learning it, to using it, because it is 45 cards and it does take a while to lay out, which is why I decided not to pull them up this morning just for our 3 cards. What I do is we'll choose some way of getting the 3 cards that we're going to have for our reading today. So what I've got is 3 dice. And good morning to Brandy, who is on the Instagram. I just thought I'd roll 3 dice, and that's where we would start from to then choose 3 different cards. So it's 11, 10, 16. So what we've got here is 16. And I'll bring those dice out the way. And what I'll do is count from the top. It's actually 9 on each of these cards. So this is where we're going to start, because it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'm going to pick this one up, and that is going to be the start. So it's card 16 is skill. Now, I don't know how this is going to work as far as zooming in goes. And it is then the card that is on that skill card is the bridge. So what we've got is a bridge. Skill. It's not skill, it's skull. And I don't know what the interpretations of these cards are. I dare say somewhere I've got a guidebook, but I haven't pulled it together yet. I'm not sure where I've actually put that. It's not here with the packet of cards. So we're just going to go with instinct, intuition, and what the guiding spirits are going to tell us. So on the skull with the bridge. So from the bridge, that goes to, it's card 44. So what I'll do is just start the story with Scully's bringing in what is our intelligence, I think. What I'm feeling is the opening up of our minds and bringing in the intelligence to get access to all that we have within us. And what we have with the bridge being on top of that energy is going to be that is, well, it's pretty obvious it's a bridge to. What's it a bridge towards? It's going to be leading to something else. A bridge does bring one side to another. So we do have in our brains the two hemispheres, so maybe we are going to be spending a little bit more time today, more especially in that aspect of connecting the hemispheres of our brains, working from both sides of it, the left and the right hemisphere, that feminine, the masculine, the logical and the more creative. So let's see where that takes us. So card 44 is the bridge. Now that should be down here as far as we're going to card 44. There is 45, so it should be this one here. You can just see my pen, the pencil down here. So I'm going to reveal this one. And it does bring us, like the story creation we have with the tea leaf reading card system. I'm doing it similarly with this deck. What we have on the bridge is the mermaid. You remember how we had the siren song as part of our reading on the weekend? I used those cards. The mermaid is part of that siren song. It's an integral part of that deck. It's referring to that is the water world of the oceans and the waters of the world. Here we have the mermaid. Now remember, sometimes the mermaid can take us along a different path. It's not quite the truth. It can lead us astray. So what we're needing to do with the mermaid is to focus and really set our mind to what are we doing in our day-to-day, and set that focus to not get too distracted, and really to gauge, the is it right or is it not right? Is it feeling as it's meant to or not? Sometimes you just get those instincts of what we are doing. What is the next? Now, that card is card 43, so I'm going to go to the next one right next to it, which is the mermaid card, and here it is. And what we've got is the question card. So it really is letting us know, Spirit's letting us know that we need to question rather than taking everything at surface, what seems to be on the surface. We're needing to go a little deeper to create that bridge of connection so that we are questioning what we do. We're not here to just automatically assume that what we're doing in our day is going to, what we're being guided toward is the right pathway. We are needing to actually connect it in with that intelligence that was underneath, the skull that we started with and the bridge that is on top of that. Now, I'm going to see if I can zoom in on these. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to work because the distance from the camera to the actual deck is pretty, it's fairly far. Now, focusing in like that, you do actually get a little bit more of the focus when I've got my hand pointing to it. So here we are with the bridge. Remember, this is on the skull. Just a quick summary again. Skull, you can't quite see it properly because it is velvet there. It's on a velvet cloth. So it brings it into a little bit of a not quite in focus. This one is, I'm just going to shift that over to there. It might be a bit easy instead of me stretching. So here we are with the bridge. We've got that bringing our hemispheres of our brain together. And I'll just move that up a little bit because it's just out of sight. Then we had this card that was the mermaid. I'm just going to see if that brings us into focus. Look, it doesn't. So, and the question mark. So what we're going to do, I might just even drop it down the camera. Let's see if that works. To actually bring the cards together like this. Let me just do it like this. Bridge, mermaid, and the question. So do we get that? Are we getting them in a decent aspect? There we go. So here are the three cards that we've got for today. It is the bridge that was sitting on that skull energy. So we started with that is opening the intelligence, bridging that gap that is between the left and right hemispheres, really having what we're doing today connecting. And in that way of connection, we're going to be allowing The mermaid, yes, to say what she needs to. It's a more of that emotion, water. It's a watery world where a mermaid lives, but connecting in as well with how we're feeling. It's the emotional side of what we're going to experience today. Tap into what you're feeling at the time as well. Really trust your gut instincts as far as is it the right thing or not that you're delving into at that point in time. So, remaining present in those moments in your day, whether it is in your home, whether it's at your work, or the in betweens, what we're getting is trusting that instinct of what your gut feeling is telling you, but also to question more than you probably would on an average day. Whoops, I bumped that. So that was just a slightly different way of having our reading today. So trust your own instincts with that our wisdom that you have within yourself. Trust that your soul connection, your spirit guides are going to be guiding you toward too. Don't forget to ask for help if you're needing it through your day. Okay, so that there is our reading for the day today. And Shaz, yes, it is a lot of cards. And a good morning to you. There's 45 cards in this particular spread, the way that it's done on that particular cloth. So it's fun, it's something different. And good morning to you, lovely Sarah, as well. So it took a little bit longer because it's entirely different to something that I've ever used before in some respects. I've crossed it over a bit with that tea leaf card reading type setup, but it's only got now that's only got 18 cards. This one has the 45. Thank you, Corinna, for that. I loved it too. It's fun to have a different way of doing things, and it only came about because I was a bit too lazy to pack it up and do the normal one that I usually do. But it's fun to do things differently at times. And I think that's what we're being guided toward today is really question how our habits have got us to where we are, but also, bringing the two hemispheres of the brain, that practical and the creative, more together, but also putting that wonderment in with it as well, the questioning and following our heart, because I think sometimes that's what the mermaid signifies as well, is the desires that we might have that we'd love to follow but not too sure about. See what you think as you move through your day. Love to hear later of what you ended up having as your focus or your emphasis of the day and what you thought the cards themselves might have guided you through as, the parts of the day that that was an aha moment, that type of thing. Anyway, I have put the link for my site, the psychic.online there somewhere. I don't know if I can put that in the I'm just going to see if I can put that in for the psychic.online. I've got no idea how Instagram does it or whether it goes against their rules. I don't know. Hi, Geordie. Lovely to see you there as well on Instagram. I just noticed. And because you can't, doing a stream, you'd know yourself, Geordie, you can't always follow what is the chats at the time. And yeah, because the Instagram one, it goes away as soon as I hit the end live video, it's gone. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for being here, and especially those who've made it to the end on replay. I very much appreciate you being here. Certainly, if you do want more in-depth readings, hook into it. The psychic.online is fine. I have got a new one on testing out yet at the moment. Get in touch with me as far as for online bookings and it's not bookings, it's actually online readings. Like you used to be able to phone in and all that sort of stuff. It's similar, but certainly send me a message for that one because it's not a public link yet. It is, but it's not. You'll get what I mean. Keep being the best you, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Namaste.